Eyes open, eyes closed is a warm-up activity that you should be using frequently to start getting yourself ready to play every day. Whether it's going from something very basic when you're starting a new technique to using a scale. It's a great way to go through and first double check, make sure that everything's working correctly because there are so many different working parts, moving parts involved in playing your instrument. To then going and trying to feel that, make sure that everything is working correctly without the use of your eyes, because your eyes really need to be focused in on the music, not looking at the instrument, not making sure that everything's working correctly over here. So the first step of eyes open, eyes closed is to use your eyes to make sure things are working correctly. You want to pick one, maybe two things that you really want to focus on while you're doing your warm-up activity. So if we just start with something very, very basic of playing some rhythms. Notice here that my eyes are open. I'm looking down at my fingerboard. I'm making sure that my bow is right in the middle of the sidewalk here. Things you can watch for are you can watch the bow placement. You can watch your bow hold to make sure that your bow hold is good. You can watch your posture, all sorts of different things there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then take and close my eyes, do the same exercise again, but here I'm going to be using my ear to make sure that it still sounds the same exact way. And I'm going to be really focusing on what do my muscles feel like, making sure that they feel the same exact way. If I make a mistake, or when you make a mistake and your eyes are closed, you're not going to pop those eyes open to try and fix it. What you want to do here is you want to train your muscles, you want to train your ear on when you make mistakes. How do I fix those without having to look away from my music, look over at my instrument, try and fix things, and then try and figure out where I am in my music again. So do everything with the ear. So when I sit there and do this, something right there doesn't sound quite right. I'm probably hitting another string. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to move my elbow a little bit to see if I can fix that. Uh-oh, something doesn't sound right again. So again, instead of opening my eyes, I'm going to sit there and try and figure out what's wrong with the way this feels. Reset. And get myself back on track again. Okay? You want to take that skill, do it again, or if you do fairly well with whatever skill you chose to select to watch with your eyes open the first time, you want to go to a different activity then the next time if you feel pretty confident with that. This can work with anything like open strings like we just did there to work on rhythms. It can work on fingering issues. It can work through scales. Any of those types of things, you should always warm up every day playing through a couple things 2-3 times. Eyes open to make sure that you're checking on all of your different technique, and then eyes closed to make sure that it is continuing to work correctly, even though you're not looking at your technique, at your instrument, at your positioning. Okay? Have fun.